Now, they've been paying Lukaku's wage while he's been out on loan. That's how desperate they was to get rid of him.
But by
And
the way,
Lukaku, I would imagine.
Lukaku's still been producing the goods.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Well,
not for
exactly.
Chelsea. that's what
No,
I'm saying.
Yeah,
for
would you
Inter
not?
Milan and stuff.
Would you not bring Lukaku to Newcastle
No,
to back up Isak?
no, finito. He's finito. We've done the right thing by signing a young kid. No,
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. We don't know yet.
so we've
How
got
he's gonna
Isak
do.
Wilson and the young kid. That's
All
what
right.
we're saying.
So
I tell you what, we've got a Sula replacing Parkinson, and watching Parkinson tonight. Honest to God, he is useless.
Well, that ain't. But let me say, improving from Parkinson doesn't mean a real good improvement on the first squad. That's what I'm trying to get to. Now, Ryan Foster says, name me a player with more goals than Sterling. I'm sorry, his talent is better than any player we've ever had. Ooh, no, we've ever had 125 goals for City. Is that right?
Yeah, Manchester.
That was a while back, though.
Yeah, over the period of years.
Remember the club he was
That was
playing
like
for.
5 years.
That was a while back. JJ says, question, do you think agents are being overpaid and having too much influence on the game? What happened to the PFA representing players? Well, yeah, but I mean, but they do well as well. So, like I said, I don't like to generalize. That's why I don't go with Roy's mentality that everybody that puts a thumbnail with one player and it's clickbait and all that BS. I don't agree with him. And I'm telling him to his face. But so we can't generalize. I think agents do care about their pockets, of course, like everybody else, like all of us do. But sometimes they get involved too much, and they could break deals.
That's what I said. They could influence the wrong way. I mean, you've only got to look at what Almiron did the other day, wasn't it? When you've got Charlotte come in, and all of a sudden his agent's fee rose up a little bit. He pumped up his wage bill, and this has all come from his agent, and it was just a way of stopping the move.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me unstart that question because we already got it. Another star. Ryan says, "I'm sorry, our club's done nothing but get top four once in every 20 years, and you act like we can turn down players who are miles ahead of ours. Wake up." Well, it's about making the right move too. I'm not saying. Look, and I'm not saying that. I don't necessarily agree that Sterling wouldn't be a bad deal. The reason why I'm saying this is because of this. You're not buying him if he gets on loan. You're paying him literally to play for us. And at the end of the season doesn't work, then he goes back. It's not really much of a. Now you're talking about 150 a week. Then
why? Well, ask Ryan. Why wasn't he playing last season?
He played last season.
He did play last season.
He did play
a lot of games. He was playing in the beginning, and then he wasn't. Just check how many games he played, like 20 something.
He played, man.
He was getting taken off slowly.
It looks like they're trying to move on because they signed a bunch of players. So obviously, look, the least thing they can do is move on from the ones that they don't want.
All the hotels for the players.
Yeah, that is true. Mikey P says, shout out to Mikey P. Wow, Raheem buys his mama house and everyone hates him. Phil Foden buys his mama house and it's all good. Come, let's don't do this. A great player, but I'm not sure he suits Eddie's needs. Well, that's the thing. Look, I don't have an issue with Raheem Sterling. I know what you're meaning here, and this is uncensored.
No.
And I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say, which very well could be an issue. Obviously, that's not the way I think, and the reason why, and I don't think any of us here think, obviously, for obvious reasons. We don't. Racism is never allowed, and I understand that in media might happen. I have no clue, and it should never be allowed anyway. But we're talking about football, and Raheem Sterling to me is a top player, but it's divided because obviously he's on a lot of money. He's on a lot of money. It's a hell of a gamble. Gary, you were saying?
I was just trying to comment on what Mikey's put there. It's got nothing to do with whether he's bought his mum anything. I'm not debating that. What I'm debating is it the mentality that we require in the squad? It's got nothing to do with the amount of money he's on. It's got nothing to do with who he believes is right or wrong. What I'm saying to you is it doesn't look good on him when he's missed one game and all of a sudden he's going to get a lot of hate, fingers pointing at him, because he's already produced something on social media that doesn't look great under his name. And that's all I said.
Yeah.
You know, it's got nothing to do with what he's paid out or what he's going to buy or anything else. The lad doesn't need to work again in his life. You know, he's made such good money, and good luck to him. You know, careers in football is such a short career. And whatever you can make in that short career, then great.
Yeah. Bruno says, Chris, you're forgetting
31 games last season.
You forget. Yeah, he played a lot.
31 Prem games last season, 8 goals, 4 assists.
Bruno says you're forgetting the DIK heads policy. What is that?
Dickheads policy.
No dickhead
policy.
Dickhead.
That's
why I say DIK, Mighty Wayne. But
it's after the watershed here, Chris. You're all right.
Yeah, that's good. Well, how do we again? Well, you know, you guys got proof, I guess, that he's been that.
It's not only that. I mean, to be fair, if there was a link out there to us to him, then I'd be interested more of trying to find out a little bit more about the player himself and what he wants to do and driven. There's no links to him from our point of view. But I understand you want to just have a chat about players coming to us, but I just think that's what I'm saying. I just think